bar that went from here to here. Well, I'm 78 years old. I ain't climbing over no damn bar.
Right.
So we cut this and we ran another bar under here. So we tied this to this underneath the car and this bar across the top.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, it's,
Nice
it
gauge.
ain't you nothing. Because the one problem, not because it's an old drag car, the only body work we had to do, they all, from the torque, they all tear up right here. And so, I mean, I wasn't looking for a full custom type deal. All I want to do is we just, hogged it out, made sure there was no rust in it, filled it, and that's it. It was white originally. That's Viper red. That's the widest you can have and still be legal. DOT, Department of Transportation. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a 5-speed Tremec in it. And
It's got rumbles on still? Even though with the muffler?
oh, yeah.
For a Flowmaster or just a...
Flowmasters, exactly right. I was debating between Flowmasters and what's the other big one?
Roadrunner.
I've got Flowmasters, and they very low. The difference between the muffler and taking it off at the header, how much I lost was negligible. So it does make it quieter. Still, my wife's funny. First off, the one she liked the best is in the other one. That's the restored car. Then she loved this. She hated this. She saw it. She said, "Where's the radio?" I turned the car on. She said, "Say no more. You couldn't hear. You can't have an intelligent conversation if it's really windows are down and you're rolling. It's just too damn loud." But yeah, so we did a lot of times it catches people and say, "It's this."
Not a lot.
So NHRA requires that if you clip a wall and the door handle comes off, that you have to have a way to open the door. And this didn't have any windows or door handles. When we did this, we added a window thing, and they were going to put door handles. I said, "Nope, this is how you open the door." So from the inside, you just hit that and the door opens. So a throwback to that's what that had when it was raced. Yeah. Yeah. And no real body mods.
Merlin engine.
Mostly chassis. Had to do some work on the fenders and get them tires in there. And then the chassis was lots of work. And had to do it 2-3 times because I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. I underestimated the weight of this thing. And it was sagging. And then I started out with a 1000 CFM Holly, and after about 3 or 4 years switched over to iTech fuel injection. Again, I'm not doing it for power, believe it or not, it helps in the cooling. That much, you're talking about carburetor, what, 30 pounds per square inch? This thing runs at 800 pounds per square inch. So much so you need a return line, right? And how it works, right? It's coming in, and the reason it picks up horsepower, in a carburetor, you nail it, you get a surge in the gas, but then you have a dip in the line pressure. At that pressure, it takes the excess and flows it back into the tank, but it keeps such a high pressure, you can't consume enough fuel in that thing for it to lose pressure. So it stays at a constant thing. I just replaced all 8 injectors. I've had the fuel injection unit on about 5 or 6 years. Started to get some issues with it. It's the crappy gas we have. So I picked up crud. 2 of the cylinders were definitely showing that the injectors weren't firing right. So I just took them all out. I got them over here as backups, so that I'll clean them this winter. Everybody's got their winter projects, and mine. So these are the fuel injectors, and as soon as I'll get some time this winter after I replace them, and I'll clean these all out, so I'll have another set in case.
There you go.
In case I need them. You got to do that stuff. And because I got my new compressor. This one, the old one was stationary. I wanted one on wheels.
Yeah.
so I can get it. And I'm looking around for a used lift because they're talking a decent lift's $3,500, $4,000. I mean, I've seen them $1,500, $1,800. Now, so far the ones I've looked at are a little
You
bit.
got a minimum of 4 inch, right? Concrete?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no problem. But I'll tell you, as long as you use the 4 posts instead of the 2,
Yeah.
the distribution is pretty good. If I had
I
2
like the
posts,
2.
I don't trust myself with 2 posts. That's just me. You know, well, I mean, anything could happen. You know.